Hi friends, welcome back. My name is Teresa. Today I'm in my kitchen and I am decorating my kitchen counters for Christmas. I don't have a lot of counter space, but I do have, I think, ample amount of space. So we're just gonna get right into it. I've emptied my counters with the exception of my KitchenAid, because y'all know if you have one, that sucker's heavy. And my Keurig is over here by the sink because I just cleaned it. So what we're gonna do first is clean off the counters. And I have already sprayed them with my absolute favorite scent for Christmas, the Mrs. Meyer's Peppermint. And I've sprayed it already, like I said. So I'm just you always want to start from the top down. So I will show y'all. I've already decorated the tops of my cabinets and I have already cleaned my cabinets. I always, every season when I'm going to change out the decor on top of my cabinets, I will take everything down and I will vacuum up there and I will wipe everything down and clean it good. And it just depends. Most of the time I will use, I think it's Method wood cleaner, but if it's really, greasy, especially above the microwave gets greasy because it's above the stove where I cook and stuff. So I will use my own mixture of vinegar, Dawn, and the essential oil of my choice. And normally that's gonna be lemon because it just has that really clean. It's just my favorite season. I call it a season. It's a season. And if you can't tell, I love red. Red is one of my favorite colors, y'all. Okay. So I've got everything wiped down that I want to wipe down. I've already wiped down, and I see some fingerprints on my microwave. So what we're going to do is we are going to start on the right side of my stove. So I have already put a couple of things up on top of my stove there. These little signs are from Hobby Lobby, and I actually put those up there with command strips. This is Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree. That little candle I probably had for 10 years. And that little tin sign is also from the Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna put my tripod back up and we're just gonna start right here. So the first thing that I'm gonna put there, and I put this together probably Saturday or Sunday. I went shopping with one of my girlfriends at some antique stores, and this #1 crock, I want to say I got from Amazon for a relatively good price. This tea towel is either from Grove Collaborative or potentially TJ Maxx. I don't remember. I have to look at the thing. And this is just, honestly, y'all, these are Dollar Tree greenery. They have some really nice greenery this year. I think Dollar Tree as well. And then these are all vintage kitchen things that I got this weekend, and I love them, y'all. So this will go right here in this corner. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3 of them all have the red handles. And like I said, I love red. It's just one of my favorite colors. So next, I'm gonna put some now this is just for decor. The ones that we use are in the drawer below. And the men in my life have already been instructed. That's just for decor, don't touch it. So next, I got to keep it practical too, y'all. And you know, if you're a cook or a baker or anything like that, you've got to keep the things that you need and you use every day at arm's length. So right here, I like to keep my, excuse me, let me let my dog out. Cooper. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So, what was I talking about? Lord Jesus. Things I use every day. Salt and pepper, my olive oil, and things like that. Sorry that my face is all up in your business. So, one thing that I truly, truly love, y'all, is cardinals. Cardinals are very near and dear to my heart. My grandmother loved cardinals. They are the state bird of Kentucky, so they're very special to me. She had cardinals all over her home. This cutting board, it's a glass cutting board with the actual, I don't know what you call it, paint or whatever it is on the back and shows through. I got this at the Goodwill for, I want to say $1.50. So I'm just going to prop it up right there. I wish it was high enough to cover that. That didn't work. That outlet, but it's not. So then I'm going to use my, spray it off, this little cutting board, I think. I don't know if I'm going to use this or a riser. This little Grove collaborative cutting board that I'm just going to sit down in front of that. And that's going to hold that there. Then I will go in with my olive oil. Put it there. Because we do cook a lot and don't want to have to go digging for all that stuff. I used to use just regular salt and pepper, but I just love fresh ground salt and pepper. I don't know, it just tastes, it's like it tastes fresher or something. Then I also have my little vinegar curette. And I don't know if I had shared this in a haul or not, but Wayne likes to have vinegar on his salads. So this little curette, I want to say I got I'm lying. Goodwill for $1.40 or something like that. So that goes right there as well. And okay, let's see, for just a little bit of decor, I'll put my little snowman. I love snowmen, y'all. They're just precious. Because my theme this year, I normally do not do themes, but this year in my kitchen is kind of sort of like a Mrs. Santa's, a Mrs. Claus kitchen. And I don't know if you can really see it. I'm a shorty. I just got this in the mail today. Baking Spirits Bright. Isn't that cute, y'all? I'm a sucker for a good graphic tee. And I found these ones that I absolutely love on Jane.com. And they have multiple sellers on there. But I love this brand of the shirt. I don't remember what it's called. But super good prices on there. Usually you can get a really good quality t-shirt for under $20. So that's what I'm sporting today. So that is essentially done there. Like I said, I don't have a ton of counter space, so I don't really want to clutter it up with a bunch of stuff. So now we're going to move on to the left side of my stove. And if you'll notice, my KitchenAid is over in the corner. I have super deep corners, so that corner, I only have one, but that corner's super deep. So it's always been a little bit of a challenge to get that the way I like it. And already this year, I've already changed these counters about 4 times. So hopefully this is going to be the last. Excuse me. He was ready to come back in now. It'll be about 3 minutes. He'll be wanting to go back out. So, okay, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to place my Keurig where I want it. And earlier today, I took this guy apart and cleaned it really well. Cleaned all the parts. And I'm just going to plug it in right here. And if you know me, you know that I cannot stand cords. So I do, oops, sorry, everything I can do to conceal cords. They just drive me up a tree, y'all. So I'm going to put him about right there. And pretty soon I'm going to have me a cup of coffee. So I've already got my little clean cup. So then on the left side of that coffee pot, I'm going to put my coffee, my little K-cup. Murphy! And I like to put my coffees in something seasonal. And isn't he sweet? I think I've had from him for about 5 years from Hobby Lobby, I want to say. And he's just full of K-cups. And because he's fat and chubby, he hides that cord. Now you can't see the cord, which I love. Okay, now for my little coffee stuff. I don't really have like a coffee bar per se like a lot of people have. I try to keep it simple. I try. But I just like to keep out on a riser or a platter or just something either seasonal or something super cute that you know, what you've got to do, girlfriends, is you've got to put stuff on your counters that you love, that make you happy, that want to, you know, that make you want to come into the kitchen and do those things that we don't want to do, you know, those chores and stuff. So this is a beautiful wood, where'd I get this? Ross. A beautiful wood riser. I got it at Ross. Ooh, Lord. For $7.99, and I just think it's really beautiful. I don't know if it's acacia wood. It's made in India. It's beautiful. So I'm just going to put that right there. And then on top of it, I'm going to put a doily. And if you know me, you know, if you know me personally, you know that, or just by the look of my decor, I have a really old soul, y'all. Like I'm like a 90-year-old. I love vintage things. I love things that my grandmother had. I love things that just take me back to my childhood and that are nostalgic and remind me of her. So this doily is going to go here. So then I'm going to place some candy canes. I love peppermint. I don't necessarily love peppermint coffee, but I do love peppermint. And this little snowflake thingy I got at the Goodwill, I think back in the summer for like $3. And it has a little snowflake. It's beautiful. So it's just gonna go right there. Toward the back, I'm gonna put my caramel sauce and my honey for tea when I have tea. I like to have hot tea in the evening. Then I'm gonna put my little stirs in this little Santa mug. I have such an infinity for Santa mugs. I just love them. Now this one is nothing special. It came from the Dollar Tree for $1, probably 4 or 5 years ago. So he's gonna go right there. And then I'm gonna put inside, these are actually appetizer spoons. Are they not? Y'all, I saw these at Walmart yesterday and I just had to have them. Are they the cutest things? $4.94, $4.90, I think so, for 6. Super cute. And then these I got at Hobby Lobby. Peppermint. So these are just my little stirs that go in. They're so cute. They make me happy. And then this little Santa mug, I got 4 of these little mini dudes at Hobby Lobby, I think a couple of weeks ago. Of course, they were 50% off, and I want to say they were like $2.50. These are in a haul that I had done. And just some little cinnamon sticks. They smell lovely. And he'll just sit maybe like right there beside the big Santa. And then I have these white milk glass salt and pepper shakers from my Aunt Florence. Gave these to me the last time I was in Kentucky. And they just have my cinnamon and my pumpkin. I don't use cinnamon a whole lot. I usually use my pumpkin. So maybe I'll change him out. And then the last thing on here, I think, is just going to be some fun little sprinkles that I got at Walmart for, I don't know, less than $3. So just something fun. So that is all for the coffee area. Now, I'm going to spin over to my corner. And like I said before, y'all, this has always been such a challenge for me because it's so deep and I don't have under cabinet lights. Well, right now I have some battery operated ones from Walmart that I have kind of rigged up under there. But my husband is going to actually, when he gets a few days off in a row, he's going to actually wire some lights up under there for me. So, what we're going to do next, I have fought with this. On what I wanted to do. I have removed my traditional KitchenAid bowl from there, and I got this bowl at Home Goods, I want to say, and it came with 2 or 3 different thingies in here, baking utensils. I have taken those out and put those elsewhere in the kitchen. But what I did, y'all, is I just took a seasonal tea towel of my choice. Again, I love red and I love plaid. And I have put some, I believe these 2 are Ray Dunn, I want to say, that I had gotten at Home Goods. A little gingerbread, tongs, just some little red and green, just little cookie cutters. These are ornaments. They are actually paper little cups, and they have hot cocoa inside. So that is just going to sit under my mixer. Right up under there like that. And then I'll just kind of spruce it up a little bit because it moved, you know. Sorry that my back is to y'all. Okay. So that is how that looks. I'll take you closer in just a minute. Next, y'all, I have an issue with cookbooks, especially Christmas cookbooks. I love them. This is one of my absolute favorites that I got, I want to say this summer at the Goodwill for, and I'm going to tell you what, if you guys love cookbooks or books in general, the Goodwill always has awesome books. And this guy, I mean, you open up these pages, girlfriend, somebody had this and never even opened it. I mean, it is brand new. And this thing retails for, it's Southern Living, I don't know, probably $20, maybe even $30. And I got it for hardbacks usually go for $2. And seriously. And this is a plate holder, whatever you want to call it. It might even be a book holder, but I'm using it for a book holder. I got it at Goodwill for $2. Again, I'm not going to be using that outlet, so I want to cover it up. I can't stand it. So I'm just going to put him right there beside the KitchenAid. So now we're going to move over a little closer to the sink. Let me actually spray that. I didn't clean that. is made with essential oils and plant-derived stuff. If you use Myers, then you know that. Once a week, I will use a something antibacterial that actually kills the germs on my counters. And then this is honestly just to wipe it down and to give it that wonderful peppermint smell. I just love it. So next is another wall plug under my ledge there. This ledge goes into my living room, and right here I just have a little fake flock tree from Walmart and a little RV, battery operated little RV there. So what I'm gonna put under that, because I keep my little Alexa, and I don't know which one this is, but I keep an Alexa in my kitchen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this vintage, my old Kentucky home scale that I have found here in an antique shop to house my Alexa. There we go. Paper towels are another thing. I either keep them here because I want to conceal the rest of that plug. It just drives me nuts, y'all. So I usually either keep them here or here. Well, I'll play musical, you know, I'll change it up. So next, I'm gonna put my my dish soap, my hand soap, and my spray on this Grove Collaborative little tray. I wrestle with that and a riser. However, because this ledge goes into my living room, I don't like things to come up past the ledge. Now, I'll show you in a minute my Young Living essential oil diffuser. It does go above the ledge, but that's the only thing. I'm a little crazy about it. So this doesn't normally work because the spray bottle is too high. So again, I like all my stuff to match. So I have the Mrs. Myers peppermint smell, and it will go right there. So that, let me turn you around here. So these are my kitchen counters. So that's what we did on the right hand side of the stove. There is the stove with a couple of little decorations there. Here's my coffee area. Coffee's concealed in the snowman. My KitchenAid, some little decor. Cookbook, my Alexa on a vintage scale that I absolutely love. Mrs. Myers hand soap, dish soap, and spray. So here in the sink. So now is my Young Living essential oils. So I am not a huge fan at all of tier trays, but this one is the exception because I want to have, I've used a couple of different tier trays with this diffuser, and in my opinion, this is the only one that works effectively, meaning that there's enough room because this is has a dome top. And then I just put some some frosted lamb's ear around it. And then have what I did here, y'all, the full pieces of lamb's ear that's frosted with the berries just was not working. So I took probably 2 of them maybe, and I just pulled them apart off of there, and I just stuck them in wherever I thought it needed a little a little something, and then to conceal the cord behind here. I will tell you that your best friend, if you don't like cords, is zip ties. Because what I've done here, if you can see that, is I've taken that and I have kind of wound it up, not tied it up a little bit, and then I zip tied it, and then it will hide behind these little lamb's ear. Because it just drives me nuts. I can't stand cords, y'all. So let me just push this back. And this part's already been cleaned. I just wanted to show y'all. Okay. So underneath, I just keep, this is a little measuring cup that I got, I think at TJ Maxx. There's like 4 of them. I have another one on my stove, but it just holds my oils for the day. So I have pine and Christmas spirit going right now in my diffuser. A candle, a little Santa with a little tree, a little decorative riser I got, I don't know, probably TJ Maxx maybe, quite some time ago, and then my remote for the diffuser. So that stays there. And this diffuser, y'all, is amazing. It's the Aria from Young Living. It will, it's also a humidifier. It will support up to 400 square foot. And I think combined, my living room and kitchen are all open, and I think it's about 400 square, something like that, maybe. I could be totally off. And then next to that, I'm going to put this white milk glass hat. Now, I saw this maybe last week at the Goodwill, and I just about stopped in my tracks. My grandmother had these, and it's one thing of hers that I never did get. So I had to have it. So I'm gonna put it right there. And then in there, I'm just gonna put one of these vintage little bottle brush trees that has ornaments on it. And I just love it. It just reminds me of my grandmother, y'all. So I think that is super cute. Super cute. So then the rest of this area, I like to keep it pretty clean. I keep a hand towel on my dishwasher, and the one that's on my dishwasher is one that can be used. So it does not have to be, it doesn't have to be seasonal. Typically the ones that I use every day are not seasonal. They can get dirty, they can get, you know, Wayne can take it to the garage, whatever. I don't really care. So I have that on the dishwasher. I also have this on the dishwasher. I'll just take it off and show you. It's super cute. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It buttons on the back. And even though it is a super cute little dude, he does stay on the dishwasher, but the men know, my son and my husband, they know not to touch it, or else we'll get it. So then on my stove, again, the seasonal are hands off, but I do like to put some seasonal ones on the stove. And what I'm gonna do, let's see what I'm gonna use. Okay, look, I am a sucker. Okay, this is Grove Collaborative, and I am a sucker for red and white, y'all. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm just gonna fold this. I usually am gonna fold them into threes, evenly into threes. And then I'll just put this right here on the stove. And then I'll put another one. I really like this one. I don't know if Amy got this for me or if I bought it. Let that little elf make dinner. Isn't that cute? And this is one of those great big tea towels. So I just put that right there. And isn't that cute? And my people know those are hands off. Okay, so I think the last thing, y'all, is just my little spoon rest that I put on them. I think I got this from Amazon after my Pampered Chef one broke. I was so distraught, y'all. They don't make it anymore. I lied. I have this too that I'm gonna put. I change out my my spoon rests for my coffee, so I'm gonna put this guy up here. And gosh, I think I've had him for, who knows, 3-4 years probably. Y'all, I really hope y'all enjoy this. I love decorating. I love sharing with y'all my hauls of things that I get. I am not, everything doesn't come from a big box store for me personally. Yes, I do have things from big box stores, but there's not a whole lot of vintage that you've seen yet. But I do have a lot of vintage stuff that I get from flea markets and antique stores, and a lot of it is you know, things that came from my family that were handed down that I just cherish